Hello and welcome back. Today I'm going to give you a quick introduction to carbohydrates. Carbohydrates provide quick energy for cells. They're the main energy storage for both plant and animal cells, and they provide structures in plant cells. They're made of the following elements: carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen in a ratio of 1 to 2 to 1. The most important monomer is glucose, which has a formula C6H12O6. Carbohydrates fuel the body, providing energy for the brain, adrenal glands, working muscles, pancreas, gastrointestinal tract, adipose tissue, and the liver. There are three types of carbohydrates: simple sugars, complex carbohydrates, and fiber. Simple sugars are illustrated here as in table sugar. Complex carbohydrates and fiber can be found in cereals, grains, and a variety of vegetables. Let's take a look at simple sugars. Simple sugars are illustrated here. They are also called monosaccharides. They all have the formula C6H12O6. They include glucose, fructose, and galactose. Fructose is the sweetest of the three simple sugars illustrated here. And you can see they have slightly different structures based on the position of some of the side chains. There are next dimer sugars. I've illustrated two dimeric sugars here. The first is sucrose. Sucrose is table sugar, the sugar you put in your coffee. It is composed of one monomer of glucose linked to one monomer of fructose. Here I have lactose, which is one monomer of galactose linked to one monomer of glucose. So dimers of two sugars, disaccharides, all have the formula C12H24O12. Next, the polymeric sugars. I've illustrated here two types of polymeric sugars: starch, which is digestible by the human body and provides energy, and cellulose, which is indigestible and is in fact a fiber. Polysaccharides are many subunits of simple sugars joined together, and they have a CnH2nOn formula. Polysaccharides, poly meaning many. Now there are carbohydrates in foods. The simple sugars can be found in foods like honey, which has a lot of glucose and fructose. Sauces often contain glucose. Dried fruits contain glucose. High fructose corn syrup contains fructose and also glucose. Ketchup is high in fructose, and fruits often contain glucose and fructose. Carbohydrates can also be found as dimeric sugars. Lactose is found in dairy products, milks, yogurts, cheeses. Table sugar is found in a variety of products, hidden in large numbers of drinks and fruit drinks and sweets, ketchup, jello, and salad dressings. And the fruits, regular normal fruits, also contain dimeric sugars. Maltose is a dimeric sugar that is also added to many foods. Starches can be found in grains and vegetables, especially foods like yams or beans, carrots, and grains are found in breads and cereals. Fiber is particularly important in your diet. It can be found in whole grain breads, whole grain cereals, vegetables, and a variety of fruits. All your fruits contain important sources of fiber for your diet. Let's talk about lactose intolerance. What is lactose intolerance? Lactose intolerance is the lack of an enzyme that digests the dimeric sugar lactose. Instead, what happens is bacteria in your gastrointestinal tract ferment lactose, and this can lead to some discomfort and some gastrointestinal problems. It's recommended that people who suffer from lactose intolerance do not eliminate dairy from their diet, but reduce consumption to manage gastrointestinal problems. Another thing that lactose intolerant people can do is choose fermented milk products, which are generally lower in lactose. And individuals may choose non-dairy alternatives, such as soy products. It's important, if you're lactose intolerant, to make sure your diet contains sufficient riboflavin, vitamin D, and calcium-rich foods. Thanks so much. Hope you enjoyed this short talk. I look forward to speaking to you again soon. This is the references and disclaimer page. The reference textbook that most of these videos follow is Understanding Nutrition by the authors Rolfs and Whitney. I use the 15th edition by Cengage Publishing. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's called Nutrition, Fast and Fun. There's lots of great videos that you'll find there. And finally, there's a medical disclaimer. You should read the medical disclaimer to make sure you fully understand your rights and responsibilities. Thank you and have a great day.